Hello everybody, it's your boy the Almighty Green coming at you with a video. This is going to be kind of short, not too very long. I just made another video. Just made a video a minute ago about. I'm not even going to mention his name because I don't want to get into context as the reason why I'm making this video here. So this video here is about the iPhone here. I'm supposed. Okay, then how should I begin and where should I begin? Okay. I'm gonna begin with the ordering process. Okay, I ordered this phone. I ordered the iPhone 14 Pro, September the 9th, which was last month, and which been now a month ago because the 9th is almost here. Um, Apple supposedly have did it. I think that same month, the 16th, the iPhone, all four of the iPhone 14, iPhone 14 Plus, the Pro, and the Pro Max. All four phones were supposed to get released or be arrival at all the Verizon, and all the cell phone companies across the country. And now I ordered mine offline, and it was easier to order it offline than actually going into the store and get it because the lines sometimes be so long, and by the time you get into the line, they've been ran out the same phone, or they've been ran out the phone that you want, the color that you want, or the amount of gigabytes that the phone comes with. So all those, you put yourself in jeopardy when you're in those lines because the iPhones are now getting far more so far advanced to a point that you get to be people in the line waiting for these phones. So it's best to order them offline. This is the iPhone 10. I ordered this phone offline in 2017. That's when Apple first started the online project. They want to see how many phones that you can order offline. So they've been ordering phones offline since 2017. As we have off this phone, they came with the iPhone 8, the 8 Plus, and the 10. And you can get them. You can get any one of them phones offline from there up until now. Now, like I said, I got the Pro. I ordered the 14 Pro. It was a Pro that came to me the 29th of September. Okay. UPS. Oh yeah, before I go any further with this, YouTube might remove this video off of their platform because I'm mentioning a mail carrier, which is UPS. Now, if they remove it, they remove it. But I hope you get a chance to see it before they do remove it, because it's a possibility it could be removed. Also, give me a thumbs up, like, comment, share, and also click the notification bell on top so when I make a video come direct from me to you for your enjoyment pleasure. But anyway, back to my phone. Anyway, the 14 Pro was supposed to come to me on the 29th of September, which was last Friday. They made an attempt to deliver the phone, but I wasn't here to receive it, and nobody else wasn't either. So they delivered the phone around 4 o'clock, a little bit after 4, between 4 and 4:30, when the phone was delivered, or they were making a delivery to drop the phone off, but there was no one to receive it, like I said. So they took the phone back to UPS facility here in Memphis, Tennessee. I made a phone call to actually call to see if the phone could be held at the facility where I can go and get the phone myself. Come to find out, the person who dropped the phone off supposedly never brought the phone back to the site or to the facility where it was kept at. And so uh, it was supposed to have been held. They didn't hold it. So they charged me $7.99 for, it was a holding fee. Now, come to find out that the phone was lost. So when they got back to the facility, it was lost. Now I called UPS themselves, and they told me that the phone was still with the driver, and so the driver never came back with the phone. So I don't know if he stole the phone or the phone got lost while it was being put back in the facility. I'm not exactly sure on that, but that's how my phone got lost. Now the phone is nowhere to be found. And so UPS is going to start an investigation, and then I had to call Apple today, and they got started their investigation. But here's the good thing about it. Apple is going to resend the original phone that I wanted, the iPhone Pro, white, well, actually silver. They go send their phone back through the mail. They said within 3 to 5 days they pull the phone back out. So I'm hoping I get my phone sometime next week. That's what I'm hoping for, because I've been dying for a new phone. This phone here is running out. Well, as you can see, to the cable. See, I had this phone for 5 years, 2017 to now. The phone is still highly advanced with the facial recognition, as you can see, the facial recognition. It's still, this phone is the first highly advanced phone that Apple came out with. When Apple came out with this phone, they made Samsung step it up in what they did. So Samsung have been stepping up their technology to stay pace with the iPhone. Because the iPhone is the most innovative iPhone ever made, and when they came up with the iPhone, they changed the entire cell phone industry when it came out. When the first phone was first introduced in 2007, and so ever since then it's been introduced. Samsung, a lot of these companies like BlackBerry, who've been out for years, Nokia been out for years, Motorola been out for years. All these companies that were making cell phones have been out for years, and they never came close to the iPhone, cause Android was introduced in 2008 as well. The first Android phone was the HTC G1. That was the first Android phone, and that phone is probably the highest, most innovative Android phone ever. Then you start seeing companies adapting to Android, like Samsung. Samsung was the second company to actually adapt Android. Then you had Sony, then you had HTC, and then you still had BlackBerry and Nokia that were still running their platforms. And so BlackBerry back in 2012 or 13, they actually got rid of their software, and they tried to adapt Android. Didn't work for them. Nokia the same way. Nokia had their own platform. It was called the Simian. I think it was called the Simian platform. What it was, they got rid of their platform and they adopted Android. Didn't work for them. And then Windows came up with their own phones. Didn't work for them. All these Samsung and Nokia, Samsung and the iPhone have destroyed the cell phone competition. They destroyed it by a landmark. The only phone that's still hanging around now is iPhone, which is number one in the world. Samsung still hanging in there, and then you got Motorola, who's still hanging in there, and then you got Google, who got their own phone now, what you call the Google, the Google phone. They going in this year. It's their fourth year of creating their very own Android phones. So you got four phone companies in the world that have tops: iPhone, Samsung, iPhone, Motorola, and Google. Them are your top four phone companies in the world. Top four. And of those four, three of them run Android. iPhone does run Android, but I'm gonna say that iPhone is the godfather of Android. And let me explain. There used to be this Korean guy who used to work for the iPhone, but he left and went to Google. When he went to Google, he created the Android platform, which is the same platform similar to the iPhone, but it's a little bit more different. I mean, it kind of the Android platform looks artificial, but it's actually real. See, Android is a free It's a free it's a non-security free platform. iPhone is not free. That platform is not free. Not free at all. Cause they security top notch. You don't hardly hear anybody breaking into the iPhone because the iPhone tech is so powerful. You can't really tap into their services. Even when the phone is cut off, the iPhone or Apple still have no to their phone. Right now, if I get this phone cut off right now and I sell it, and if someone tried to cut into the phone and try to tap into its technology, Apple will know. That's how powerful Apple is. Apple will know if someone is trying to hack an iPhone. They'll know. They will know. They'll do two things. They either blow up. They either blow up the tech. They either will blow up the tech that's in the phone, or they just shut this iPhone completely down where it won't be touched. So they got two ways of shutting that phone down in case a hacker try to break to their phone. It's hard to get. It's hard to get into the MacBook. It's hard to get into any of the iPhone or Apple tech. It's hard because theirs is top of the line. That's why their phones are always so expensive to buy because it's top of the line. So anyway, sorry I got off course, but I made this video because Apple is going to resend my iPhone 14 Pro. My new phone, they're going to replace this one. Now this one I'm going to hold on to because like I said, it's top of the line and it's the first revolutionary phone that came out since the first iPhone. So I'm keeping this one. I'm just gonna hold on to it. I'm just gonna shut it off, but I'm holding to it because this is my first phone that I bought that had all the high tech at one point in time. So that's what I wanted to make the video about. I'm sorry, like I said, sorry I got off track, but I just wanted to actually get that out there right quick. So I'm sorry that I got off track. I just want to give you a little history of the iPhone itself and what I've heard. You know what I'm saying? And with me being a guy that loves tech, that's how I was able to tell you guys about the iPhone and all what it's done in the history of the iPhone and the history of Android. I've had a total of, let me see, LG, G2, HTC, two HTCs, and a Samsung. I have had a total of four. I've had a total of four Android phones: the LG G2, HTC Thunderbolt, HTC Droid, and the first Samsung Galaxy. Those were my first four Android phones that I've had. And of those four, I've only liked the one, and that was the G1, the LG G2. That was my first actual Android phone that I actually liked. The other three was okay. Well, actually, the HTC Thunderbolt was okay at one point. It was okay. Like I said, I've had BlackBerry. I've had one BlackBerry phone, and that was the BlackBerry. What was it? HTC Thunderbolt. No, HTC. I mean, not HTC. Yeah. Well, no, the BlackBerry. I can't think of the name of the phone, but all I know is it was the first phone that had the clickable screen on all four corners. You can click the screen and you can hear it click. Now that phone had some issues, but it did real well. And then they did another one that was like that, but it wasn't better than the first one. That's the only BlackBerry phone that I had, and then I also had the a PDA. I had a PDA. It was the one that slides back. When it slides up, it reveals a keyboard. I had that one. That was my first big cell phone, and that was a Windows phone. And I've also had Nokia, but that Nokia was a prepaid phone. And I also had I actually had two LGs. I had an LG flip phone too. That was my first LG phone. So then I had a phone called NEC. NEC. It was a flip phone. So I've had a total of three 3 flip phones, I believe. I can't think of the third one, but I think I had 3 flip phones. But I've had some pretty good, I had some good cell phones way back in the early 2000s up until now. Flip phones are now obsolete. Some still around. Samsung has the only flip phone, but they flip phone opens up into a full fledged touchscreen phone. Apple's supposed to be coming up something like that in the near future, but I don't think it's going to happen. But anyway, comment, like, share, subscribe. Like I said, I'm sorry to have gotten off track, but it's just one of those moments. Sometimes you want to keep talking about something that you know about versus what you don't know. So anyway, you guys enjoy your Friday once again. Peace. Enjoy yourself, and as always, fly, Eagles, fly.